Hey everybody, it's the Coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be an interesting matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Philadelphia Eagles. With that, let's get up to the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. We're standing by for the call are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And, Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Colts, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column. Something's
got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Freeman. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here we go. 180! I'm coming for you, Mom!
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. Looking for Ertz, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 44, Brissett. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. On third down, Brissett. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. To throw, Brissett. Looking middle, and that's complete. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Here we go. Here we go. Just a pitch work. Heavy on the edges. Heavy on the edges.
Looking to run with Mack. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Mack. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. Pushing through tacklers at the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. 45 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Wentz. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Another try after the 1st down sack. Wentz caught by the tight end Ertz. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
55. Hey, let's get in that hole.
On the draw, this will be Freeman. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Gold maybe not blessed with the strongest leg in the league, but he might be the most accurate. 2 for 2 from 50-plus a year ago, and he converts another one here.
Yeah, you don't want to play horse with Robbie Gold as a kicker. That guy can maneuver a football with his foot.
That's it, buddy. You got one.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch that end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Brissett from the gun on 3rd. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, Brissett. They'll run the screen with Mack. Oh, and Mack has the ball stripped. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Ebron's got it. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis 1st down.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. And he's going to take this close to the 1st down marker as he's stopped at the Eagles' 33. The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. It's complete to Grant. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And able to work his way down to the 16. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a run with Mack. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. It's almost a tendency breaker.
Completes this one to Meredith. And he'll be out of bounds. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. The carry here for the big tight end. Nick Vanette, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
Brad, I think we have to look back at the big call to go for it on 4th down.
Yeah, that set up everything, and the end result, the short touchdown run. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think every coach would have gone for it back there.
You and I both know every coach would not have gone for it back there. So that's showing a little bit of faith, actually showing a lot of faith in his team, and it was rewarded.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Wentz. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Wentz. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Wentz. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Got a man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 33. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And credit the tackle to Taco Charlton with a stop. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. From the 31, Wentz. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. An Eagle 1st down, Wentz to Ertz. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Throwing now is Wentz. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? Wentz going to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. And Gold is able to put it through. And a 2nd field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Carter, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
So now Eric Ebron and the rest of the offensive unit trotting on the field. He's well on his way to a 1,000-yard season, maybe on pace to just tear past that, Charles. Defensively, they need to pay a little bit more attention to him?
Yeah, I think so, because remember, throwing the football, that can shred a defense quicker than anything else, because as soon as the catch is made, he still has the ability to, yards after catch, get downfield, gain even more, score touchdowns, all of that. This is going to be a lot of fun to watch as this progresses, to see how they defend him and how he changes up his game in order to try and keep getting open.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Well, that second down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long.
You got three down.
They're going to try to jet sweep on 3rd and long. And they will get to him behind the line, but they're out of timeouts, remember, and the clock continues to wind down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. That's pulled in at the 32. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. Now Wentz. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. And it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
A final shot before half for Wentz. A deep ball for Dotson. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So we have reached halftime. Well, who needs a halftime? Am I right? Let's resume play. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. This one taken just inside the 10. And it'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Here's Brissett. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. They'll try and throw for it here. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. I guess that was a little better. He got back to the line of scrimmage there after the loss on first down, but now you're still dealing with a 3rd and long.
So let's put on our offense coordinator hat. They've been very aggressive against the run the last 2 plays. I'm thinking screen right here. Let them come get the quarterback and dump it off. There could be some room to roam.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Here's Marlon Mack. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They go right back to Mack. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. They'll run for it. This is Mack. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Eagles defense able to hold. So the magic runs out, so to speak. They were 3 for 3 on 4th down conversions, now 3 for 4.
So the defense finally gets to exhale.
Yeah.
Because they were wondering, 3 for 3 getting converted on 4th down. That percentage is way high. They hadn't stopped them at all. Finally, they get a stop. They can get to the sidelines now and rest a little bit.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Well, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Brissett got an open man. That's Campbell. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the fourth. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you get success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Cameron Meredith, the intended target, and now it's third down. The Colts on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, Brissett. That is caught inside the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Throwing, Brissett. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Jakeem Grant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. Now a hit and a loose football. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Colts pick it up. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Wentz to throw. Josh Doxson's got it complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Shotgun now for Wentz. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Looking to throw again on second down. Wentz. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now 1st and goal.
Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense that we like to run. Don't change up and do something different just because you think you need to.
Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. One more time with Lindsey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Got a man open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles get a score closer. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. A 1st down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. On the Jets sweep, here's Grant. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Now Brissett. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this 2nd half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3 and not giving up 6.
Brissett to throw for it on 4th. And it is incomplete. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Eagles defense able to hold. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go?
And Wentz will not be able to get rid of it. He's taken down for a safety. Well, this defense has been smothering all game long. Why not give them 2 more points here in the closing minutes?
Well, they've certainly earned it. They've gotten the better of this offensive line for 4 quarters. And this sack here will just be a little icing on the cake.
Ooh, with a juke.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Well, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
A first down throw for Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Play fake, Brissett. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by bankz. What a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the...
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Alex Anzalone in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now Wentz. And that will be incomplete.
Your trip is here, baby. Your trip is here.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. Wentz to throw for it on 4th. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Brissett. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now Brissett on 4th down. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And my goodness, that means this next drive will begin 4 yards from the end zone already. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, It's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is, because let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for Indianapolis,
Y'all already know what time it is, playing skills, you did, playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, pulling the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, pulling the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, pulling the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, pulling the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They say you switch cause you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When the not savers, Be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out for this, I never switch, I never switch. I never switch, I never switch. Ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist,
I was legit ever since I blew they all on my hey back then didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long that I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit. Ex slick then hit with the back then used to out the zip. Blow out the back and then dip. Got a whole for the all on the ship. All these four things pull out the VIP. Suck turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip. Grip.
Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like fourth down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jake Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another another city, it's a touchdown. Underlay, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You say that you ballin', keep it real though. Hey, why I never saw you in the field though? Hey, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.